Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about a topic of current affairs that, as you can see from the title of this lesson, is Oscar Wilde and Hidden Hints of Immorality, because we will talk about immorality, we will talk about homosexuality. And of course, because it's a literature lesson, we are going to start from literature and we move to current affairs. We start with Oscar Wilde. We have already studied Oscar Wilde. We have read the book, and we have already read together a few pages of the novel. Who was Oscar Wilde? As you remember, Oscar Wilde is a brilliant artist and a dandy. The novel we are going to work on is, of course, the picture of Dorian Gray. Together we have already dealt with different themes. Certainly the theme of beauty. The theme of beauty immediately comes first in the novel from the second chapter, the definition of beauty as a form of genius. We have talked about the theme of the double. Together with another novel, as you probably remember, the novel by Robert Louis Stevenson, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray, is also the 19th century version of the myth of Faust, a man who sells his soul to the devil so that all his desires might be satisfied. And what are Oscar Wilde's, in Dorian Gray's desire? The desire to remain young and handsome forever. So the two main topics here, youth and beauty. What are we going to talk about today? We start from the book, we move to the topic of immorality, both in Oscar Wilde, the writer himself, and his homosexual relationship with his friend, Lord Alfred Douglas. His friend, who also translated his tailor-made from French into English, and the hints of homosexuality, as we already mentioned before, hints of homosexuality in the novel. So we move we have just a few hints here about his life. The story of The Picture of Dorian Gray is a novel published in 1891, and the idea of the scandal that the novel provoked at the time. So the publication, if you remember, scandalized Victorian England, and the picture was even used as evidence against Oscar Wilde in his trial in 1895. And in fact, what I'd like you to look at I'd like you to watch a scene from YouTube, which is the scene of the trial scene, The Love That Dare Not Speak Its Name, the film Wilde, 1997, who the protagonist starring Stephen Fry as Oscar Wilde, who really, lives up to our expectations, because it's a wonderful interpretation of Oscar Wilde's life. From this scene, we move to another scene, again from YouTube. It's actually it's a series of scenes to describe the immoral behavior of Dorian Gray, which certainly is one of the topics of Oscar of Dorian Gray, of Oscar Wilde's main character. From here, we move to another topic, which is the relationships not between Oscar, Dorian Gray, and the many women in the story, but between men, called in the novel story of intimacies, which are only hinted at, never told. We're not going to concentrate on Dorian and Lord Harry, but Dorian and Alan Campbell. This is a scene from chapter 14. And we understand why Alan Campbell helped Dorian dispose of the body of the painter Basil, who he had killed previously.